Okay, y'all, so I'm chilling for a while, so I decided to do my Q&As right now since I'm, chilling. Sorry, I gotta put on the glasses, gotta see. All right, I wrote them all down, like the majority of the ones that I was gonna respond to. So the one that I get asked a lot, how did I get into trucking? I'm gonna tell y'all the short answer because it's a longer answer, but I'm gonna just tell you the short answer. Like from the day I decided to go, I was already looking for jobs. Like, of course, I had asked God. Y'all know, I asked God to like send me something that could help me make money to do what I really wanted to do, to invest in the businesses that I wanted to, because at the time I didn't have really good credit, so I knew I needed to work hard to get some more money so that I could be able to invest in these things that I wanted to do. Trucking came up a couple of times, but the people that are around me weren't really trying to put me on for real. I was scrolling on Facebook one time and someone posted all the answers to the permit test, the CDL permit test. So I had looked it up, the permit test, and saw that I could just study for it and go into the DMV and take the permit test. And when I was looking around, because I was like, okay, that means that there's another way. I was doing context clues. If I could get my permit test, that means that there's another way for me to get my CDL. Like, there's a way that people will teach you to get your CDL. Because I was looking up schools, but I knew I didn't have enough money to go to those schools. That's like 2 weeks, that are like $3,000. I knew I didn't have enough money for it. So that's when I found out that major companies will train you and keep you on their, payroll for a year. You'll just have to work for them for a year so that that'll pay for your school, So did the test, did everything. Yeah, so basically my answer is I got into trucking to fund the things that I really wanted to do, because I was definitely okay with sacrificing at least a year or two of my life to build my money to invest in the businesses that I wanted. All right, question 2. Is this my truck? I lease with Prime. I'm an owner op. So our payments are about, when you're looking up, you can go to Success Leasing and you can see what trucks are available. SuccessLeasing.com. That's who works with Prime to, you lease your trucks with. And you can see how much you have to pay a week. My truck is $1,025 a week. I believe it went down a little bit because of something else, but so it might be like $980 a week or like $990 a week. But when I first got it, it was like $1,025 a week plus my APU and just a couple other things. So my total per week for this truck would be about $1,200 to $1,300 that I pay per week. And obviously I make money still, even though I have a payment every week, so that doesn't really hurt me too much. But no, this is not my truck. I lease it. And no, it's not lease to purchase. I lease this and have to turn this in. I always get a lease. Since I started, I've gotten a lease per year. Like, I always pick the trucks that have a year in it. My first truck was a Freightliner. I had a year. I called him Big Frank. This one's Big Bird, and she's for a year. She's actually about to be done. My lease is going to be done June 4th. Next question. Am I interested in team driving? I'm interested in team driving with people that I know. That would be the only people that I would team drive with, that I know that's been driving for a while. Other than that, I'm about to start training, and that's already a little like rocky for me, but I know it'll be good money. So good money and a good experience if I wanted to be with other people. But other than that, I would drive by myself all the time because I like driving by myself. If one of my friends decides to get their CDL and get on the road with me, oh yeah, I would definitely snatch them up and we'd be making this money together. But unfortunately, I'm probably the only one that would literally do this. And then a lot of my friends have kids, like they're not really down for it. So next question, is that cracking your windshield? Okay, when was this? Like end of January, beginning of February, I was riding through probably Chicago or Ohio, one of those. I was riding through there. I remember because I was going on my way to go get some cheese. One of you trucks that have rocks on the back of your truck, a pebble or whatever hit the heck out my windshield and gave it a nice little dime size. When you're driving through the wintertime, they tell you don't blast your defrost as soon as you wake up and stuff. Give it some time to warm up. But I was blasting it because it was freezing on my truck. So I would be blasting my defrost and it created that crack like all of, like along the entire bottom half of my windshield. Because it's not obstructing my view, it's not really in the way of anything, I don't really need to get it changed right now. And my lease is about to be up, so I was just like, I'm just gonna get a new truck, and that's why I haven't gotten it fixed yet. And I didn't get my training yet. If I got my training like last month, I would have got it fixed before I got them. But because it's not really a big problem for me personally right now, and it's not out of DOT regulations, I really am good. But yes, it's a crack, and it happened a good 2 months ago when it was winter time, and it was just the heat blasting from inside my truck and the cold air blasting from the outside. It created the crack, and it resonated from that pebble, that little dime-sized crack or dent in my truck, in my windshield, you know. So keep that in mind. If a pebble hits your windshield and you're driving through the winter time, look out for that, because the crack might go right across your windshield. First it started over there, like it was just a lot. So yeah, we're gonna get that fixed. When I called Prime to see how much it was, they said it was $350 for the windshield for my truck, and all this comes out of my pocket. So it's $350 for the windshield, and they also charge you for putting it on and taking it off. So that's gonna be like an extra $250. So what's that, like $900 to get this fixed? Yeah, see. And I was already irritated because like right before then I had just got my deer guard changed, and that was like $2,500. So it was just getting on my nerve at that time. Our next question: are they really tough on the in-cab inspection and pre-trip test? Yes. Yeah, they were. You got to know everything. When I say you need to know the verbiage, you need to know exactly like every little thing. You need to know that your seatbelt isn't cut, it's not twisted. You need to know all your verbiage. It was 2 years ago, so I would have to look through my packet again. But make sure you're studying your packet when it comes to your in-cab, your air brakes, everything. You need to know your air pressure and your PSI. You need to make sure you know all that when you're doing that. Don't be discouraged from it. Just do some more practicing. Like when I was in school, we only had 2 weeks to learn all this stuff, and I was blessed to have a group of people that I had came in with that was literally on the same time as me. So we would be waking up in the morning, meeting at 10, 9, 8 o'clock to go and study on the trucks that they had outside at Prime in the yard, and that they will let you go inside and like do your in-cab inspection and your pre-trip. You be on it. They have for Prime, they have it online. They have it on just YouTube Prime pre-trip, and you'll see one of our directors. I don't know if he's a director, but I know he's a teacher. I know he's somebody that teaches us a pre-trip real well. We all watched his videos and like learned and just like literally said exactly what he said while reading our papers, and it helped us a lot. Make sure you know that verbiage though. They're really serious. They are dead serious on your verbiage. You need to know exactly. No abrasions, bulges, cuts. You need to know that. You need to make sure you're saying that exactly. How did you get into trucking? Did that one. And what did you do before you started driving a truck? I was a seamstress in Atlanta. I used to sew clothes and sell them. A lot of in Atlanta, they support you. Black people support black people in Atlanta. So I was doing a pretty good job. I had learned how to sew during the pandemic, and people were really, they really liked it. So I had a shop out there, and I was selling clothes, but it was a good hobby for me, and it was something that really was therapeutic for me. So when I started having to sell clothes to make ends meet, when I had to, get rent done and everything, it just did not become fun. And I wanted a way to sell my clothes because I had designs that I wanted to mass produce, which meant I needed to send it to someone or a factory for them to make it, and I needed to send them my designs. And when you're doing that, you have to buy a boatload of clothes. You have to buy a bulk of those clothes. So that's why I got into trucking, as I said, to be able to fund the things that I wanted to do. Since then, I've come up with about 3, 4, 5 more ideas that I wanted to invest in and do. So I still, sew clothes. I might sew clothes for my friends. And me, if it's my birthday, I sew clothes for all my friends so that we can all look, cute when we go out. Things like that. But I don't really sew anymore. But yeah, that's what I was doing before then. What's the other question that you had? If you could find a local job, would you take it? Yes, yes, I was thinking about getting a local job, or just figuring out if I can get like a dedicated route with Prime in June. But then I got accepted to, you know, start training, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do at least 2 or 3 students, and then I'm gonna probably start doing local driving or something, because I'm gonna be grabbing my truck after I'm done training these students. So that's my plan. I guess I'll let y'all know. Next question. Do you allow helpers to join you? No, I don't like people in my truck that can't drive. Next question. How fast does your truck go? All of our trucks are governed, so if you're driving company, your truck is governed, I think it's to 62 to 63, and if you're owner op, you can drive up to 65 miles per hour. So not that fast. That's why it's like crazy when people look at me crazy, because they don't understand that Prime is governed. Like, don't get behind a Prime truck and then be like, why is this person going so slow? Our trucks can only get to 65. Go around. How long do you see yourself driving trucks? I get into trucking. It made me realize I really, really like it. Like, I love trucking. Like, I love driving these trucks. But of course, I would like to be home more. So I would definitely do something where, you know, that's why I'm investing in buying my own truck, to invest in these other jobs and things I want to do, so that I can drive for 2 weeks and then take 2 weeks off, or I could drive for a month and then take another month off, things like that. Like, I could take off more time right now, but it's really, I don't have any kids. I don't really have too much going on. Like, I like to support the people that I do support, and I like to work right now. I don't know. But how long do I see myself driving? For another year and a half before I start to just get into something else. I've looked into studying other things, because I like to just learn a lot of stuff. I like to be well-rounded in that. Let's see what's next. How did I like the beach in Delaware? It was cold. It was super cold out there. I like the fact that they had all those dogs that was dressed up. They had so many dogs dressed up. But it was super cold out there. And I don't know, when I was walking in the sand, I don't know why, but it was hurt in the middle of my foot. I don't know. Maybe I was stepping on the sand wrong. I don't know. It was straight though. I'm sure in the summertime, it gets really hot and it's really nice out there. I need to try it again. How am I liking trucking so far? As y'all know, I love trucking. Trucking is fun for me. I enjoy it a lot. Oh, I'll just answer this one. Where did you go glamping? I went to Clayton, Georgia. They also have glamping in Blue Ridge. They have the big dome ones. I want to do the big dome ones, but they were sold out for 2 months ahead of time. That's crazy, which gave me another idea to make some money. But yeah, I went to Clayton. I had went on Airbnb and found me a cabin, just so my nephews could be comfortable. They want to go real camping too, so I probably will take them to Stone Mountain, since I know how to pitch a tent and everything. I was in the Girl Scout Troop 23428, but I'll probably take them somewhere like overnight, like one time. But I took them in the cabin and stuff because they never been. It was really fun. How would you recommend someone overcome the fear of driving a big rig? I suggest you get in the truck first. Get in the truck, drive somebody if you can, you know, ride around. If you still feel scary, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like to recommend things that people are scared of too much, that they have to overcome, especially when it comes to things like this, because being scared, that will have you get into an accident. Being afraid is different from being overly cautious, you know. When I first got into the truck, I was a little cautious of everything. Women are a lot more cautious than the men are when it comes to driving trucks, which is, I don't know if we get into a lot of accidents. I know I do. I know I'm just always on alert with a lot of stuff, because it's a lot of responsibility to be in this truck driving it, you know. So if you feel like, when you get in a truck and you get up here and you still feel scared, don't do it. But if you just feel a little cautious, you feel like it's a lot of responsibility, try driving it down the street. You know, don't drive it if you don't have your permit. But get with somebody that has a truck and drive it down the street. See how you feel with your permit. You might realize that your fears, or you were worried about something that you didn't really need to be worried about. Next, what's your favorite city or state to drop a load at? I love driving through 3 states. And there's Oregon, Washington State, and Montana. Those are some beautiful states. Very beautiful. Y'all know I love me a good scenery, you know, nice vegetation. You know, you go to Washington and grab those apples. Oregon, I'm not too sure. I don't know. Montana, I don't know why I was out there either. But I know that when I was passing through and I was going through these mountains, it was just really beautiful out there. I love going through there. I love going to Washington. They have like the evergreen trees, and it's always snow all year round. I think when I went through the summertime, it was snow there. So it's just really pretty. I wanna go like camping or something there. I want to get a cabin out there and just go on vacation. And can you go through the process of getting your CDL? Okay, last question was, can you go through the process of getting your CDL? Okay, it's a very long, I can try to chop it up as much as I can. Like I said, go get your permit. Go to your local DMV, pay a little $40, $60. If you need $40, $60, ask your mama, ask your cousin, ask your sister, you know what I'm saying? Go do a little work on the side. I don't know. Get the $40, $60. Do the chest. Do the permit. Sign up for Prime. Once you get to Prime and they call you, they're going to call you and ask you if you want to get flown out there, if you want to get a Greyhound out there, or do you want to drive your own car out there? Some people drive their own car. I took a Greyhound because you have to pay all this money back. All the money that Prime give you, remember that you have to pay it back, okay? Plane tickets to go to Springfield, $500, $600. Remember that, for real. I took a bus out there. I took the Greyhound out there. I'll never do it again. I did it like 2-3 times because I'm just not paying that plane ticket. But I hate that bus ride, but it's straight. Anyway, they pick you up from the bus stop with one of their shuttles. We got like 3-4 shuttles at Prime, and they take you to Campus Inn. It's the motel that's owned by Prime. Once you go to the campus, that's where you have your orientation, your simulating class. You have like your safety class, everything there before you even get to go to the campus, the real Prime, you know, Millennial and everything, where the pad is and everything is, and the real classes start. You meet, everyone meets the same woman. I forgot her name, but she's a really nice, cool lady. And the other man that teaches the safety class and everything, and the simulating class, the simulated thing, because you have to do a test on the simulation. It's like these $5 million. They're $1 million each, but it's like 5 in the class, maybe 6, 8 in the class, and it's like a real representation of like the truck or what it would be. The seats shake and everything. It's like 4D at this point. So you drive that and you do your little test, and if you pass that test, you get to get your other card to go to the Millennial, which the shuttle will take you to. While you're staying at the Campus Inn, it's free. You know, it's free. And you can bring, you gotta let them know though, but you can bring a dog, you can bring your spouse, you know, you gotta let them know that you're bringing other people if you're bringing other people. If y'all training together, it'd be great. You know, if you got people that's like that, if it's their last leg, just communicate. They're really good with that, and they really will help you with everything that you need to do. Alright, so after you do that and you pass your simulating class and your safety class and all that, you get your other card and you go to the big building, which is down the street at Prime. You go downstairs and you meet Miss D. If you looked at my other videos, you saw Miss D. Miss D is always there to show you in. You also got to do a logs class, another safety class, because they're big on safety, remember that. And you will get paired with your trainer. You'll either have a trainer that takes you on the road with them, or a pad trainer. I was lucky enough to have a pad trainer. I recommend pad training because I liked it a lot. It was less, but you're gonna have like 3 other people with you. If you got one-on-one time with one of the trainers that keep you on the road, it'd be cool, but sometimes they make you drive a lot, and sometimes they don't teach you how to back. But on the pad, they're gonna teach you how to back majority of the time, and you're gonna get to drive the truck at least once or twice. But they're gonna focus on you backing and knowing all your backing maneuvers, your parallel parking, your offsets, your straight back. You're gonna know all your things you need to know on that pad. You get another card so that you can get food from the cafe and everything, and You know, it's really cool. Honestly, you get 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks to figure all that out. To study your pre-trip. They give you a packet with your pre-trip and everything you need to say, everything you need to do, and they show you as well. Pay attention. Don't go out, because yes, you will have, oh yeah, and you can't drink. You can't drink while you're in training at all. So don't even go out there. Don't let anybody find out. Don't have no drinks in your room, because you will get in trouble. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. I will say this. The people that will focus, you get 3 tries also on each test. Your A-brake take, your pre-trip test, and your back. Okay, on your pre-trip you get 3 tries. On your back-end test you get 3 tries, and on your driving test you get 3 tries. If you do your pre-trip right and everything, you won't have to do it again. And you just mess up on your back-end, you'll just have to go back for your back-end and your driving test, and so on for everything else. So keep that in mind, that you don't have to worry about it again if you pass it. Make sure you just studying. Go there with what you're supposed to be doing. You know, stay focused. Don't go there and be like, oh, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, I'm so bored. If you're bored, that means you need to be studying. You need to be in that room focusing on your verbiage. You need to be, if you want to hang out with your friends that you met there, y'all need to be studying when y'all get together, because that's what me and my people did. You pass that first time straight through, you get a little bonus or whatever. They also pay you a little bit while you're there in training, while you're getting your CDL. It's $200 a week. That's those 2 weeks you can only get in $200, so keep that in mind as well. And then when you're on the road with your trainer for those 3 months to do your, I think it's 40,000 miles now. I only had to do 30,000 miles, but it's 40,000 miles. You get paid $900 a week. Now they take taxes out of that. I told them don't take no taxes out of my stuff. I had took that off of there when I was there. So even with them taxes not taken off, I would still only get like $800 a week, because you still got federal tax and all that stuff. But when you get your taxes taken out, it's like $600 a week. So while you on the road, you're only gonna be making about $800 a week for the next like 3 months, 2 months, 2 to 3 months, because it depends on how fast you can go. You get on that truck and you like, yeah, let's just start driving. You know, I'm ready to drive, and then you got a trainer that will take you to empty lots and help you back up into those spaces and into the little things. Then you'll be good, because backing really takes time to learn. I could teach you every maneuver that you need to know. I could teach you, I could be right there and direct you, whatever, but you're really not going to get it until you're by yourself. But I'm going to still be here to help you, because I'm your trainer. I'm your trainer. You know what I'm saying? I got you. But that's the end of our Q&A today. Thank you guys. I'll see you on Tuesday when I drop my vlog. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to me. Shout out to God. I'm about to finish this. I'm about to finish my little church online. I just found a new one today. Bye.